Hi Taurus, how you doing? You have to excuse me, I've got a little bit of a snotty cold. Not that you wanted to know that really in general, but I thought I'd just let you know. So if I start uncontrollably coughing, just bear with, okay? So, this isn't going to resonate with everyone and all that blah. If it does resonate, super. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed so far. You really have blown me away, especially with your lovely comments as well. So if you have got a lovely comment, please comment, because I do like to hear from you. If you haven't got a lovely comment, then please don't, keep it yourself and keep the negative vibes away. Thanks. Appreciate it. And if it doesn't resonate, please do check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign, okay? Because we're all made up of lots of squishy little lovely signs. So one of those may just resonate, okay? I haven't been putting the month on because I have had a few comments of people saying that they've gone back and maybe a reading from a couple of months ago has resonated recently. And it puts people off. I'll tell you what, shuffling the cards puts me off. Yeah, so some people won't actually look at the reading because of the month, okay? But as we all know, time is linear, time is fluid. So if the heading resonates, check it out, okay? Because a few people often say I'm a few months behind. But I think that's just in general life. But never mind. Right. So let's get into this. And at the end I will be pulling an Angel Answers card. So if you do have a question, I'll give you a minute or two to, while I'm shuffling the cards, to think about that question. And we will pick a card from the Angel Answers. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Ooh. Someone has found their power. The Empress. Okay? Male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the feminine energy. I'm really sorry, I've not done my nails. So, anyway. But it's all four coins all squished lovely together into the Empress. Okay? So, as I say, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the feminine energy, okay? So this is the energy that you are coming into in the next couple of weeks. In November, but I'm actually recording this in October. Okay, so the next card is the Six of Pentacles. The next card is the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Aquarius, the Star, okay, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It's Aquarius. And we have the Four of Wands. Okay, right. First of all, Taurus, I can see that you are coming through something. Right at the moment, or maybe even just a couple of weeks ago, or right in either the last 2 weeks or the next 2 weeks, something is coming to a head, okay? And you are now going to be standing in the power of the Empress, okay? Something has leveled you up. Let's have a look. Let's get a clarifier on the Empress. Do you know what? I'm really focused on her green shawl thingy, okay? And green can be acceptance. And I do think that it's almost like you've accepted other people's limitations. Does that make sense? You have accepted where it's almost like you've expected too much of people, even in decency. You've expected too many people to be like yourself. And the people that are surrounding you, whether it be relationship or friendship or family, they can't quite match your standard. And it's almost releasing expectations of them understanding your level. It is acceptance, okay? Yeah, as I say, with the Page of Swords, it's a lower energy, and exactly what I was saying, you can't reason with a child. That's what I'm hearing. So it's almost like, instead of getting these people to come up to your level, you've just thought, do you know what, I'm accepting your limitations, and that's okay, but you're not going to keep me small. I'm going to grow, you're going to stay there, that's wonderful. You do you, and I'll do me. And that comes up to the Six of Pentacles. Now, exactly what I was saying with the Six of Pentacles, it's almost like my breadcrumbing card, okay, where the scales are unbalanced, and that's exactly what I was saying about you can't reason with a child. Okay, some adults, most adults actually, you can't reason with them either, because people find it fundamentally difficult nowadays to see another person's point of view without making it a huge deal. Okay, and I've found that a lot, and you know, it's wonderful having difference of opinions, and I love listening to people's difference of opinions, because it's really interesting how they come to understand their side of the agreement. Whether I think they're right or wrong is neither here nor there. That's their opinion. Okay. But I do feel like you're not giving your energy to those people anymore. So it could be, if it's like a relationship, you are stepping away from it. Okay. If it is to do with work colleagues, once again, you do you. And I'm not going to feed into, I can't say that, I've just heard, I'm not going to feed into your stupidity. Okay. But my guides are quite brutal. So, yeah. And it is, you're not gonna feel their fire anymore. Okay. If you want to act dumb or stupid or have ridiculous ways of thinking, then that's it. You're not going to hurt me anymore. Okay. And that's what I really do feel. Usually the Six of Pentacles, as I say, is a breadcrumbing card, but I do see that coming from you. It's almost like, I'm not going to fan your flames anymore. That's just me. I'm not, yeah. You know, as I just said, I'm not going to fan your flames anymore. The King of Wands, okay, the King of Fire. You are taking your own light, your own fire away from the situation. I'm not necessarily saying that you're walking away from these people. You're just separating your energy. Okay, and that is good. Yeah, with the King of Wands, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's the masculine energy of a fire sign. Okay, it's a masculine energy of having passion, having that fire ignited, and having you being gathered and squished into the Empress now. It's almost like, I've leveled up, you've stayed at basic. I've tried to level you up with me. You just got to let people go on their own paths. Okay. Yeah, and with the unbalance, you're literally like, I'm passionate about this. I can't keep dragging you along with me. Yeah? If people are hurting your soul and your vibe, you've got to let them go with the love of grace and everything else. You know, it doesn't mean to say that you completely leave them at all. It just means that you separate your energy. Okay? Now, the Seven of Swords, is a sneaky energy. But, I'm actually focused on the Two Swords on the floor. Now, the Two Swords is pictated as the person with the swords crossed and the blindfold on. It's almost like there is something that is being withdrawn from you. Something, these basic, a little bit silly people that are around you, okay? One or two of them think that they can pull the wool over your eyes, okay? But by seeing the Two of Swords on the floor, by you not saying anything, is going to bring them out, is going to bring them to the surface, if that makes sense, okay? You know when someone has got a secret and they are saying to you, I've got a secret, and you're like, well, great, you'll keep it to yourself then. They're like, no, you don't understand, I've got a really good secret. So you're like, wonderful. It's a secret for a reason, keep it to yourself. They'll say to you, like, don't you want to know? Don't you want to know my secret? No, I don't. And they're like, well, I'm going to tell you anyway. That's what it's like. Okay? These people that you're dealing with there's something that they're being sneaky about. Something that they're holding close to their chest. Okay? But these people are bursting at the seams to tell you what it is. So if you stay quiet and really not bothered about what they've got to say, they will say it. Because they are, honestly, in my mind, they're like a bouncing ball. They are bursting to tell you their secret. Okay, so if you do keep in the Two of Swords, just keep silent. I know that you're not knowing what to say in the Two of Swords, but if you just take a step back and not say a word and don't fuel their fire, they will come, okay? And they will tell you who is being sneaky and who is hiding stuff and keeping stuff close to their chest, okay? I know this is a little bit all over the shop, and to be honest, Taurus, I've got no idea what I'm talking about, so I really do hope this resonates with someone. If it does, please leave a comment in the bottom that I'm not going crazy. Okay? Would really help. Thanks. Now, the next card is Aquarius. Okay? Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Now, the Aquarius star is about hope, renewal and inspiration. Okay? And I do see the renewal side of things. Okay, and with me, I've just had an image. I've just been looking at that flame right in the center, and this card, I've literally seen this beautiful woman, male or female, it doesn't matter, this beautiful feminine energy get up out of that water and walk on land, because the star sign is the water bearer, yes, but it isn't a water sign, it's an air sign. Also as well, she's pouring the water into the land, so it would have been earth sign. So this is lots of different signs all squished together. Okay, but staring into that flame, I've just seen this feminine energy walking up out of there and into a calmer, peaceful home life. Okay, so let's clarify the star sign. Please clarify the star sign. And I really do feel that once this idiot, Wally, sorry, has told you this, what someone is holding close to their chest, I do feel like there is hope, there is renewal. Okay, and I do feel like you can actually shed. It's almost like a snake shedding its skin. You're shedding all of this old basic people, really. I know it sounds horrible, but it is what it is. The King of Swords. Yeah. I do feel like with the hope and renewal coming in with the snake that I just saw in my mind shedding its skin, you are going to say to people with the King of Swords, okay, that's interesting actually, I just have to point that out, that's a air sign, and so is the swords, air sign on air sign, could have something to do with it, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, okay, but with the King of Swords, it's the masculine energy. It doesn't mean that it's a male, okay? But I believe that this is you. With the masculine energy of literally cutting these people out. You know, it's almost like they're irresponsible, or irresponsibility and stupidity is really weighing on you, okay? But by the time we get to possibly the end of the month, or from a couple of weeks from you seeing this, and if this reading resonates with you, I do feel like the hope and renewal, these people are getting in your way. So I do feel like by the time we get to this, you're coming at them with the King of Swords, and it's almost like you're saying, just I tried the Empress, I tried to be nice, I tried to do the feminine way, but now it's just, you know, do one. I haven't got any more, I can't fan your flames anymore. I can't do it. I need to shed my skin. I need to do my renewal, okay? Now the last card is a Four of Wands. Four of Wands is pictated as having a stability around where you reside, okay? Having that calming energy of growth, renewal, having a happy-go-lucky life, okay? And people that you can communicate around, okay? With the Ace of Swords, it is, I do feel, why have I just seen that? There is someone, I just have to say this, okay? Now this is a bit of a prediction. There is someone at the now I'm doing this for November, but time is linear, okay? Once you've shed all these people, there is someone that is waiting to talk to you. I'm going to find out a little bit more about that. I don't normally do this, but I've just been told that someone hasn't come forward and spoken to you because of all of these people, these children that have been, it doesn't have to mean a child, it's these childlike adults that have been around you. Now I'm starting to get excited, okay? It's these childlike people that are around you. Now this reading makes sense. Because someone that wants to offer you something is not intimidated, but doesn't like the vibe of all of the childness that is around you. And I do feel like maybe that this is who was being sneaky. Someone was being sneaky and actually knew that this person wanted to talk to you. You will find that out after you've shed that skin. Yeah, someone's been waiting. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's waiting for your fruit to come to fruition on the tree. You can be waiting for a whole year for that renewal of fruit, okay? But someone has been waiting to talk to you, and it has been quite some time. So don't be surprised if you actually shed these people away from you and someone comes back in to talk to you. Okay, and I do feel like that they are on the same page with the Four of Wands, with the stability. I do feel like they want to offer you that, whether it be a relationship or a friendship, but there is someone that has been waiting in the wings for quite some time to come and talk to you. Okay, right, I'm going to pick out an Angel Answers card. So if you do have a question in mind, if you think about that now while I am shuffling the cards. Oh, I have to take that. Okay, that just flipped over. There you go, I'm going to take both of those. The answer is no. And be assertive. Okay, right, the answer is no. You're not going to take this anymore. It's a no. Yeah, it's almost like, Taurus, you've got to learn to say no. Okay, and do you know what? I think I'm going to label this reading as that. You've got to learn to say no and be assertive. Okay, you need to be assertive to get past all of this. Yeah, you need to tell people what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and if it doesn't vibe with them, well then see you later. But you need to be assertive to get rid of these childlike energies that are around you, to then grow and elevate. Okay, because I really don't think that people are taking you seriously. Okay, so say no, be assertive. Okay, right, Taurus, love you loads, and I will see you really soon. Bye.